In Defense of Greed, Part 1, by Mario V. Melendez, written on March 4th, 2018. Here goes. I don't think greed per se is bad, or God wouldn't have seen it fit to give man greed right after he gave him the instinct to survive. Why did he give all living creatures the latter, but reserved the former exclusively for mankind? These two, the instinct to survive, and then, after that, the instinct to want more than just what one needs to survive, make Homo sapiens unique from other species. What sets him apart even further from them is that he's also blessed by God with an even more complex instinct to achieve his wants that are way in excess of his needs. Others call that instinct as greed. For lack of a better word, I agree. But then they also define and characterize that word in terms that are pejorative and disparaging. I don't agree, and that's where I part ways with them. By my preferred definition, greed is nothing more nor nothing less than the God-given instinct of human beings to acquire, create, invent, or discover things beyond their needs and to possess them zealously. By that innocuous definition, every one of us has it. Show me a man without wants that go beyond his needs, and I'll show you a figment of your imagination. Even the lowliest among us has greed. God made sure of that, but in his infinite wisdom, he saw it fit to give it to us in unequal measure. Less for some, more for others. But even for those with more of it, greed alone isn't enough. It has to be combined with talent, knowledge, vision, drive, motivation, industriousness, stamina, sacrifices, risks, and luck. So, even between two men of equal measure of greed, the result will necessarily be unequal, and one will have possessions more than the other, and so much more than the rest of his fellow men. But who's to judge that one's possessions or greed are too much? That folly has been tried before, and humanity paid a huge price for it, and still is. But I'll get to Karl Marx later. For now, I dare you to close your eyes and imagine a world where everyone strives only for what he needs and nothing more. Then open your eyes at the material things around you, big and small, that make your everyday life so comfortable, rich and fulfilling. Would you rather they were not invented or created? Would you be able to live without them? And would any of them have been possible without greed? Those are unserious rhetorical questions, 'cause I know the obvious answer to them all. Hell no. Like it or not, at the very root of all those wondrous material things is greed, and it's that greed that gave birth to capitalism. And if you still don't swear by capitalism as I do, despite its incalculable benefits to you, then I'll quote my unapologetic defense of that economic system to clueless, misguided millennials who think it's cool and even virtuous to hate it. Quote, "For one, none of the technological wonders that have made your generation's life so rich and fulfilling would be possible without someone somewhere, somehow inventing a way to make a buck. That's capitalism at its very core. It's the only environment where your personal heroes like Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Sergey Brin, Larry Page, and their tribe of misfits, rebels and visionaries could possibly thrive in, and in the process change the world for the better." Unquote. That's from my 2015 essay where I said climate change is nothing but a hoax and a proxy war between capitalism and socialism. That's the end of the essay of Mario V. Melendez, written on March 4th, 2018, as part 1 of a series entitled In Defense of Greed. For part 2, scan the QR code on your screen. This is just one of many long-form posts on his Facebook page dedicated mainly to conservatism.